What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today it's that time where we need to go and have a little bit of a refresher as to the release schedule for the Digimon trading card game. We've had new products revealed, we've got new information on old products, etc. So, what's coming out for Digimon? Well, the next release is coming up on the 6th of August, and this is the Battle of Omni, the 5th set proper. Although, like I say, it's always weird because remember, Japan's first 3 sets were released here as Booster 1.0 and Booster 1.5. So even though it is the 5th set, it is actually just the 4th set, but it's still the 5th set. It gets confusing, all right? Now, remember that as is the case, it is the same as the Japanese set. This is just the deal at this stage. We get the same sets as Japan. We have larger booster packs and the pull rates are a little different, but in terms of the card sets and the makeup of the cards, etc., it is exactly the same. Now, the big card to be looking at from this set is Lord Nightmon. Lord Nightmon absolutely owned the BT5 metagame over in Japan. It was ridiculous. There are a bunch of other really exciting cards. The new Omnimon is pretty good, and there are a bunch of them. And, I mean, there's good cards in every colour, right? We haven't got time in this video to go through them all, but it is worth pointing out that BT5 is the Lord Nightmon set, and Lord Nightmon is absolutely the one to watch here. That is the big card in the set. Although, in terms of value and all, then, yes, the Omnimon are also going to be pretty sought after, I think is fair to say. Also in August, and I believe at the moment we don't actually have a specific release date yet, but we are getting the Digimon card game playmat WARGRE. Now this is the one where you get a playmat and a booster pack, which seems weird that you would get exactly one booster pack. Seems a little bit weird, if I'm honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, but that's the way it is. It is just a Battle of Omni booster pack. It was weird, of course. This is how we initially saw the booster pack artwork for BT5. It's a little bit strange, but I don't think we should worry about it too much. If you want the playmat, buy this. If you don't want the playmat, why would you buy this? It's one booster and a playmat. And to be fair, I like buying a playmat and getting a booster. I like getting boosters. But don't go rushing out, all right? Unless you really want to get the playmat, in which case, yes, absolutely do go rushing out. You will probably like this very much indeed. And then we get to Double Diamond. Now, Double Diamond is releasing on the 8th of October, which is about 2 months after BT6. Now, at this stage, you can start getting annoyed at the release cadence and thinking that these are releasing too fast and that you can't keep up and things of that nature. And all I can tell you is, yeah, this seems to be about where we're going here. Now, if you feel like this is too much, then obviously things can be done, you know. If you just pick up a few singles here and there, you know, pick a colour and then just decide to buy a few singles here and there to keep up within sets, you'll be fine. If you are trying to collect the entire sets of every set, yes, that's going to be a little more of a challenge, but TCGs are not necessarily designed so everyone needs to collect one of every single card. You can just buy singles and you will be fine. Plus, it keeps the metagame moving, so for competitive players, it's nice and exciting. For people like me that cover the game, it's nice and exciting. I am all in favour, although it does get a bit more hectic than even this. We'll get there in a moment. Now, Double Diamond is a set that brings us Agumon Bond of Courage and Gabumon Bond of Courage. They are very much the poster children for this particular set. They are the ones that are all over the packaging and things of that nature. Although there are a bunch of other cards like the Three Musketeers, which have proven themselves to be very, very good. And the metagame does, at least at the moment, change quite considerably with every new set. These are changing around quite a bit. I told you Lord Nightmon ruled the BT5 format. That is not happening in the BT6 format, which, like I've said, for players does keep things ticking along rather nicely. But that is not the only thing that is releasing on the 8th of October. We've also got Starter Deck 7 and Starter Deck 8. We have moved to a model, it seems, where we've gone from doing 3 starter decks every time to just 2. So you should expect that the next pair of starter decks is yellow and green. They have not been announced. We have no news on them. And then you should expect that the next ones after that will be black and purple. Although, again, we don't have any actual news about them. But I think that is an extremely fair prediction to make at this stage. Which makes me happy, because remember, the starter decks are largely exclusive cards. And they tend to have 2 ofs in a bunch of them. So I, for one, am pretty gosh darn happy that I can just buy 4 starter decks rather than 6. That is a good thing as far as I'm concerned, ladies and gentlemen. That makes me pretty gosh darn happy. Now, these are based around Gallantmon and Old Force Vidramon, and I said largely exclusive cards, because do remember, these are the starter decks where they bring in alternate arts for the first time. Now, they're not all alternate arts. There are a couple of alternate arts, and the rest of them are exclusive. But they are alternate arts, and this is very cool. For instance, Starter Deck 7, that is the Gallantmon starter deck, does actually have an alternate art reprint of Gaia Force, which I think we should all be pretty gosh darn happy about, because Gaia Force is one of the very best cards in the game, and it was only in Starter Deck 1. Well, now it's in Starter Deck 7 as well. This is wonderful, wonderful news. All the reprints are alternate art, which I think is a fantastic touch, because for people like me that are going to buy them anyway, it's nice to have the alternate art to give us something a bit more to hang our hat on. Also, and this is very important, do remember that each of these is coming with the 6 campaign cards. Those are the memory boost promo cards that also came around in Japan in these decks. So as well as getting all of the cards, you also get the 6 campaign cards, which as far as I'm concerned is just a wonderful, wonderful bonus. Now, there's nothing coming out in November. There is another month off, which is good for our wallets. But just 3 days into December, we are getting the Classic Collection EX01. Now, this is a proper set with proper cards, many of which look very playable, but it is a little bit weird. What we've got here is essentially new proper cards using art of old cards. If we look at Hercules Kabuterimon here, we've got an old school looking card. There are also, I believe, more alternate arts than you would usually expect, and honestly, the ratios in terms of how many super rares, etc. there are a little bit off for this set. But again, this is a special set, an extra set. This is not intended to be a regular set, right? This is not BT7. This is EX01. So yes, it is a little bit different to your regular set, but it's intended to be. It is not a regular set, it is an extra special set. Now, somewhere around December time as well, we are expecting the release of this gift box, but hold your horses on the gift box. Now, I've actually done 2 videos on this gift box, because I did one when it was revealed on EB Games' website over in Australia, and then I did a follow-up video fairly shortly afterwards, basically going, okay, right, everything we were told is wrong. Now, it hasn't been officially announced, we don't have a release date, but we do know it's going to cost $25. We do know that the promo is not the Agumon on there, that is a placeholder. We know there are 4 types of Digivice counters, and we know it's called the Digimon Card Game Gift Box. That is all we know at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. We have no further information. I'm hanging fire on this, but if it's $25 and has an exclusive promo card, I'm in. I don't really need many excuses to buy more Digimon cards, if I'm honest. So, yeah, count me in, ladies and gentlemen. Count me in. And then on January the 28th, we have BT7. Now, I showed you BT7 the other day. I didn't have a release date for you. I now do. It is being listed on some distributor websites like GTS Distribution as January the 28th. And I will tell you that websites like this I've been using for dates for a little while now. and they have proven reliable. I've been using these and they have been working, so I think we can take the 28th of January as a proper release date. And this is great news, incidentally, because it is almost 2 months. Battle of Omni, 6th of August. Double Diamond, 2 months later on the 8th of October. Classic Collection EX01, 2 months later on the 3rd of December. If this was early January, we would have 1 month between sets. And even for a hyper-obsessive fan like me, that is starting to tax my wallet a bit too much. 28th of January might as well be the beginning of February. And that basically gives us a 2-month gap. Again, we're talking like less than a week away from a 2-month gap, so this is good. We know it's called Next Adventure, we know it's coming out on January the 28th, that's basically it. We know that the rarity profile in terms of super rares, etc. is basically what we would expect. It's in line with the others, but we really don't have a huge amount of information. What we do know, I've made a video about, I'll link it in the description. Obviously, this booster box is a mock-up, it is a placeholder image, it is not the official image. Not the final one anyway. The logo, you can take as a real logo. And the color scheme, you can assume, is the correct color scheme. But there's obviously not just going to be a big blank white space in the top middle where the picture would go. That's clearly ridiculous. This is a placeholder. The picture is being added later. Obviously, as soon as we have any news about BT7 proper, I will share it on this channel. But for now, I want to know what you think about all of this. I want to know which of these products you want to pick up and which of these you feel confident skipping. I want to know which of these sets you're looking forward to, etc. So let me know in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWarsy. That's where we talk Digimon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCGradio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wassy Plays.